The Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. A1 Detailing of Milford, Iowa is your source for all your detailing needs, specializing in cars, boats, motorcycles, and much more. Call us today at 712-330-4260 to schedule your appointment, or visit us at 1709 P Avenue in Milford. A1 Detailing of Milford, Iowa. We take pride in your ride. I am joined right now by Wyndham freshman Gracie Bucher, our Athlete of the Week this week. Congratulations, Gracie.
Thank you.
Let's go back to the conference meet and that course in St. Peter. It's a course that you guys have never run before. I heard it was very hilly. Tell me about the course and about the pace of the race.
Okay, so starting out, the race is like pretty fast, and like the first 400 is really intense, and there's this big hill that had mud on it, and then going down it, you felt like you were gonna slip, and then later we found out that Jordan actually did slip down the hill. But then, anyway, so going up the course, there's like rolling hills the whole time, and then like 800 meters in, there was this huge steep hill. And it seems like when, like on the course, if you went up a hill, then there was another one twice the size on the next thing. And it was just like continuous hills. Mm-hmm. And then the last 800, you had to go up the hill that you went down the first 400. And that was really intense. Staring at it, you're like, I'm going to die because I'm already dead, so.
Of course, this season, the big thing for you has been you've been healthy the whole season, for the most part.
Yeah.
And of course, the end of the year last year kind of ended with a little bit of a surprise for you. How has it been mentally for you trying to come back from having mono that you didn't know about at the end of last season?
Well, I think this year I'm more careful with myself, and like I think I'm over like jumping to judge myself. If I'm like a little bit tired, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening? I don't want like a remake of what happened last year, but yeah, I think I'm, like I said, trying to keep more track of myself and my health, and sleeping and eating and drinking and staying hydrated, and so it can happen or reoccur from last year.
Mm-hmm. Of course, the end of the season last year, last year going into the section meet, you felt like you had a shot to advance. And this year, how you've been running the last couple of weeks, I imagine that going into Thursday's section meet again, you got to feel like you got a pretty good shot.
Yeah, I definitely hope so. So I'm striving forward.
You've really put up your best times of the season in the last couple of weeks. How has that progress been for you, starting the season, right around 22, 23 minutes and getting it down into the lower 21 minute range, or even I think you broke 21 minutes a couple of times this season. How has that progress been for you this year?
Well, it's been pretty good. I mean, in the beginning of the season, even to like the middle, I think I was still running 22:30s, 22 minutes flat to about 22:30. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, like, I was trying my hardest in the races, but it didn't seem like it was enough. But then I was glad to see that at the Wyndham meet, it all kind of turned around. I got back down to the 21s.
Mm-hmm. Looking ahead, of course, sections is Thursday. It's up at Madison. I believe you ran at the Madison course as a seventh grader. Yeah. What do you remember about that course?
Well, you see, I feel like the seventh grade cross country year was kind of a blur for me. I mean, I ran junior high besides conference and sections in seventh grade. So then I think I remember, like, when we were on our first lap, I feel like there's 2 laps of the same thing maybe. But I remember thinking, oh, I'm almost done, but then I had a whole nother lap to go through. Mm-hmm. I think I remember it being relatively flat and there being some curves on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And of course the competition at the section meet, you've got Laverne and you've got Lacoparle, and I imagine that those two are the odds-on favorites. Canby is pretty solid as well. There's a lot of good girls runners in this section.
Yes.
What's it going to take for you to get to state?
I know that there's a couple girls that I'm trying to keep with that my coaches have been telling me to try and stay with during the meets. Jessica Christopher from Jackson. She's usually from like a half a minute to a minute in front of me. So they want me to keep her in my sight, and if not, try and run with her. So that's what I'm going to try and do. And there's another runner from Pipestone, Angel Martins, that I also am trying to keep up with. She's been like 30 seconds ahead of me, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they told me that to get into the state meet or to qualify, then I need to run a lower 20 minute or a upper 19 because the section's so incredibly fast. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the most memorable sports moment was last year at sections, not like going into it thinking that I had a really solid chance of going, and then ending the race with like going to the emergency room and laying there for a half an hour like passed out and not seeing stars. I think it was Rise Up by Andra Day. I'm pretty sure it's from my cross country playlist too. Well, team obviously Laverne, because they're like stacked and definitely have a lot of fast runners on their team. And individually, I don't know if I should go with who I can run with or who's the fastest.
Either is fine.
Okay, so I'm going to say for the whole section, someone really hard to compete against that I can't really see myself being able to run with, but hopefully eventually someday maybe I can. Morgan Gale and Tenley Nelson. I know that at the Adrian meet they both put up an 18:43 or 44. And Tenley's an 8th grader and Morgan's a 9th grader. And then who I usually run with, this season I've been running with Mariah Borman from Adrian, and she's kind of been my pace cart. Like whenever I feel like I'm slowing down, I'm like I gotta keep up with her. Mm-hmm. And she always seems to be like the extra step ahead of me, no matter how far or how hard I sprint to catch up with her. And then probably again Angel Martins, because past the beginning half of the season I was being ahead of her in most of the meets, and then she started out in the beginning. Well, Jaden likes to describe me as a worrywart, because if we have like 45 minutes left until the race, I'll be like, we gotta go and warm up, but it only takes us like 10 minutes to warm up. So they're like, we have plenty of time, you're fine. And I think Jordan and Eliana, probably the same. I kind of say a lot of jokes too when we're rocking the course to try and, when I'm not super serious about it, to try like ease the... I don't know if you call this a hobby, but I enjoy watching Netflix quite a bit. I do that a lot after practice when I just want to crash. Basketball, I mean, besides sports, I suppose. I like reading, and I think that's somewhat it. Yeah.
Well, that should be all I need. Congratulations again. Best of luck on Thursday, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
A1 Detailing of Milford, Iowa is your source for all your detailing needs, specializing in cars, boats, motorcycles, and much more. Call us today at 712-330-4260 to schedule your appointment, or visit us at 1709 P Avenue in Milford. A1 Detailing of Milford, Iowa. We take pride in your ride.